Thought I'd do a little update on the tank, see how things are going. So behind, just been just fed the fish, done a bit of cleaned the glass and that. Tried to get still getting an algae build up. Did try wiping it with a bit of the floss for a change to actually pull it out rather than scraping it off with the Tunzi algae clear, what do you call it, care magnet, because all that does, it scrapes it off and it just floats around the tank. So I'm figuring if I actually move it manually with something, it might actually help reduce my phosphates and reduce the hair algae a bit more. I took this large rock out and gave it a clean, but as you can see, the hair algae is slowly coming back, so I'm trying to keep up with it. This guy keeps attacking me when I put my hand in the tank. So he's a lovely character, but he does frighten the life out of me every time I stick my hand in the tank. This is, I say, my toastal was doing really well. I was actually thinking I want to do a bit of an re-aquascape, like move this side about, because this piece of rock, although it's a nice archway, it kind of looks like it's just plonked on top. So I want to do a bit of a rescape, but I can't really do anything. One, because the clowns host this, so I can't remove it. And this is quite large as well. The only benefit this is giving me is blocking out some light. So underneath there's hardly any algae. There's a little bit, but it's obviously doing me a favour and blocking out some of the light, so the algae can't grow. But yeah, I'm still getting tufts of algae growing everywhere, even on little bits of rock here. Still coming out. I just, as soon as I see bits, I try and scrape it off. Doing all that. Yeah, got a little internal filter, just give that a clean today. So this is a Tunzi, I think it's a 3161. Not overly impressed with it. I wouldn't say it's one of the best filters, but it's quick and easy to maintain. So I literally put a fresh piece of floss in once a day, and I've also got a bag of Aquaforest phosphate minus in there. Try and put a small amount in so the water flows through it, so it doesn't compact too much. So that's basically just to polish the water and just to lower phosphates. Yeah, it seems to do an okay job, but I have to keep the filter mainly under what I mean. It's got a side vent here. You can see if I can do it from here. It's got a grill, so it's supposed to take like a surface skim, but it really doesn't work very well. And basically, all that happens, as soon as this gets blocked up, as soon as any of this gets blocked up, if this part's out of the water, it just pulls in air and then fills the tank with bubbles. So I tend to keep it mainly under the water. I've turned it off while I'm feeding a minute. I'll just clean it. Tons of skimmers working away nicely. No problems with that. I do have to take it out probably maybe once a month lately, because it's the intake little plastic cap above the impeller gets blocked with calcium or something, choline algae, and it just stops the air getting through to it. So I have to take it apart and clean it quite regularly now. But it's a quite good, reliable little skimmer. Although I'm thinking of trying a Hydor Slim Skim Nano, and I did have one years ago, and they are not the best made ones, but they are quicker and easier to maintain, but they are very noisy, or at least the one I had was. Yeah, heat is right. I'm going to have to give the heater another clean because that's got algae, covered in algae. So yeah, apart from that, apart from me having KH problems, that's my main issue. Is KH is dropping. It was 7.1 2 days ago. Yesterday it was 6.5. I haven't checked it today, but everything seems okay. And I did speak to a few people, and they did say it may be this Aquaforest salt causing the problem. And I've looked online because I've tested my magnesium and calcium, and they're both really high. So I've got high magnesium, high calcium, and low KH, and that's exactly the problem that other people have been having with sometimes using this salt. So I'm going to stop using this salt, and I've actually just ordered a bag of this Fritz salt. So it's got a slightly higher KH value to it, so I'm hoping this may help things, or I may even go back to one of the original salts I used to use, maybe if I can get it Brightwell Aquatics or H2 Ocean or D&D, whatever it's called, can't think of it, I used it for so long, or I think Continuum do a salt, so maybe just go back to using one of the old ones that was always used to, never really had any issues with. But I mean, I've had good results with that forest salt and camera focus. Yeah, I've had good results, but yeah, KH keeps dropping. I'm using a Hannah checker, so yeah, I'm using the Hannah KH checker, alkalinity checker, so I'm hoping that's all working okay. So yeah, I'm a bit baffled why my KH is dropping so much. Yeah, the cabinet needs a bit of a clean. That's when I took the rock out and it splashed water down it. It was a bit of a nightmare cleaning this piece of rock, and it's annoying that this algae's going back. I've also noticed as well, I was looking on online videos, a BOS video about cleaning your tanks and reducing algae. And one thing they did say, obviously because of this guy, I don't clean the sandbed too much because he picks loads of food out of it. But I did notice, if I run this magnet across the sand, you get loads and loads of rubbish coming out of it. So I might look into giving the sandbed maybe a better clean, or not sure. I might even buy a cheap battery powered gravel vac or something and just go over little parts of it once a day and do a small amount, and maybe try and remove some of the waste maybe building up in the sand, see if that helps with phosphate issues. But I've still got to make sure this guy's well fed. So yeah, that's about it. So green star polyps growing really well. This camera's not good. It's showing it way brighter than what it is. See if I can go lower down. There you go. That's a little bit better. That's more how it is. So yeah, everything's doing okay. That's about it for now. Made a few orders, got a few bits coming through, a few more test kits. I've ordered a KH test kit, Sully 31, just so I can check against the Hannah checker to make sure the checker's not playing up. Yeah, power heads just turned back on, so I just fed them. Power heads, these Juwel power heads give a really nice flow. So overall, yeah, it's doing well. Sorry about it's the window behind. Get a lot of reflections. No matter how hard I try and film this without reflections, it's just impossible. But there you go, it's doing okay. And the little one's doing not too bad. Same issue with this one, KH dropping. But a little rescape. Put a few rocks down the back. This one here, I've moved this one to here, and I've moved this one over to here. And I took some recordias out the dual tank and put them at the back there. Frog spawn's doing okay. Another frog spawn, I did do a water change, and one of my frog spawns done a bailout, so I've lost that. But it's gone down the back and it's opened back up. I don't know if you can actually see it. I can zoom in. You can just see it down the back there. It's not a very good picture. So overall, and I've got a bit of algae on this Marco rock that I keep taking out and cleaning. But overall, yeah, fish are quite happy. Candy cane I've never kept before, but it's not looking too happy, and I've put the A-can back in, see if it'll pick up. But there's not much left of it. So, but everything else seems to be doing okay. So it's a bit of a mystery with the KH problems. Again, trying to get a nice picture of the tank without too much reflection is just not easy, but overall quite happy with them. Anyway, that's a little update, so hope you're all keeping safe, and yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.